Hi everyone, and welcome to another Sketchbook Sunday episode. I hope all of you are doing well and that life is treating you well and that the seasonal changes are bringing good things into your life. When I upload this video, or rather when you see it, it will definitely be getting quite cold if you live in the northern hemisphere like I do. If you watched my last week's Sketchbook Sunday episode, you'll know that I talked about winter and how I really used to dread winter, and as soon as I felt, that seasonal change, that you knew the warm summer air was gone, I would get very upset and frustrated because I'm very much a summer person. But I have developed a fondness, I guess, for winter time. And I, like I said, I embraced all of the changes that come along with winter, including the weather changes as well as the daylight changes, because where I live in Canada, in the dead of winter, it's dark completely at 4:30. And I know that for some, if you live in Iceland or way up north, or way down south, obviously in the opposite months, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about because you experience it for half the year where it's mostly just dark. So I know that I'm complaining a little bit, but if you have a 9-to-5 job, then you almost never see sunlight apart from the weekends. And like I said, I really used to dread the winter time because I love hiking and cycling and spending time in nature and soaking in the sun rays and just breathing in fresh air. And I get cold very easily, so I love that feeling when you walk out of your house in the summer and the sun warms up every single crevice on your body. It just feels so rejuvenating and warm, and just, I love it. I love that feeling. So when I was younger, I used to really dread winter. But now, like I said, I welcome it. And this is because I have a lot of goals and I have a lot of things that I like to do with my time, and it sometimes feels like there aren't enough hours in the day to complete all of the tasks that I want to. And even though in winter, theoretically, there are the same number of hours in a day, I spend those hours very differently, and I don't feel guilty for spending them differently. Because in the summer, I feel very guilty if I stay indoors, doing all the things that I want to be doing that require me to be indoors. And I feel guilty because our summer is so short, so I want to spend as much time as I can outdoors, but then all of my other goals are neglected as a result. In the winter, however, the reason why I've learned to really appreciate winter is that I don't feel guilty staying indoors because it's cold, it's snowy, it's dreadful outside, and it feels so cozy to sit inside with a cup of tea and work on whatever goals I've set out for myself for that day or week or month. And I'm not really a person that sets resolutions. I used to do it when I was younger because I thought that's just what you do. In the new year, you set these resolutions for yourself. But I don't like resolutions very much because they have sort of a stereotype of failing after days, weeks, or months. Goals are more, I feel, permanent and long-term. So I set goals for myself every single year, and they range from, work-related goals to hobby-related goals to, health and fitness. And it's great that I really appreciate the change of seasons in Canada because I have the opportunity to address every single one of my goals, maybe not necessarily at the same time, but during different seasons. And as a result, I don't overwhelm myself by trying to work on all of my goals at the same time, because there are some that are much more easy to accomplish in the winter, and there are some that obviously are only accomplishable in the summer. So for example, this year I really wanted to read one book every single rental period from the library, so that's about 2 or 3 weeks. And that has been a goal that I've kept up, but it's a lot easier to accomplish in the winter time. And in the winter months, from like January to April, I read a book every single week, not just a book every rental period. Whereas in the summer, it would be like once every 3 weeks, just because that's my goal. And that's the beauty of the changes of the seasons. So I think it's important that we embrace the changes in the seasons, especially if you live in a country that experiences 4 drastically different seasons. I think we should appreciate and celebrate that and all of the good things that come from each season, both weather-wise and also the resulting repercussions of that season. Anyways, that's all for my Sketchbook Sunday episode. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like my video, and check out some of my previous episodes.